EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
Gaskin again on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
57.
Looking to pass. Tua completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on second down. Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Drew lived up off to his back. And nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going deep here for Parker. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Stephen Carter, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 14. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And tight coverage there, and it's knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And some room to roam now. Ooh, with a juke. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 83 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. DJ Reader gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Waddle on the jet sweep. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Finding Gaskin underneath.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And good hustle here, as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here we go.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
89 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go.
Burrow now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Uzama. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On one, ready?
Mixon with a first down carry. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they try the right side here, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll run here with Carter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3. Tua going to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Sam Hubbard in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Center's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Airing one out for Boyd.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
And they'll get this down to the 10. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal.
Here's Burrow.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards. And that'll set them back 5.
McPherson now for the extra point.
And we may very well be headed to overtime. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here's Tua. They get this out wide to Gaskin.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Tagovailoa.
And this one is incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Now Tua. That's into the hands of Gesicki, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
106 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Now a first throw here in overtime. It's complete to Fuller.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Gaskin again on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.